Genuinely a rant about literacy crisis, because honestly, why are we as a society so compliant? Fear we need to do something about it, meaning me and you. Hello, I am Ellie. I am a Jamaican teacher who is actually so fed up with how the students are not reading, but they know every single TikTok dance, they know every single TikTok lingo. If they are so chronically online like me, I am also included in this because I am also a Gen Z. Are they Gen Zs? Possibly. Everybody is publishing articles about how reading is dead, but nobody is actually going into the in-depth of it. I am also not going to go into it because this is actually a rant, right? So when we are talking about the literacy crisis, we're talking about young people not reading anymore. Like, we are so addicted to our phones. If you check my screen time right now, I will probably drop it on the screen. If you check my screen time right now, it will be so high. And I fear the big corporations are at fault. They are trying to keep our young people illiterate. The ones that are coming up to vote do not know how to read. If they don't know how to read certain things, then how will they know what to vote for? The irony of the situation is that some young people do not even know what irony means. Some young people do not know how to be sarcastic. They are so chronically online that they take everything at face value, and there has been so much propaganda that is being put into these TikToks, and they are falling for it. I fear that the world is not going to be taken down by politicians. I fear that it is going to be taken down by TikTok. There is so much propaganda that everybody is falling for. There was this recent TikTok trend, one where it says, for example, being a woman hater doesn't make you deep. And somebody posted a TikTok, I forgot what it was about, and it was straight propaganda. And the young people in the comments did not know how that this was propaganda. Red pill content or blow the whistle, basically, and everybody was falling for it. And it turns out that this was indeed red pill propaganda. I could not tell that this was propaganda, guys. And these are the young people that are coming up to vote people into parliament, who are coming to vote up against the government or vote with the government, and they don't know certain things. Sorry guys, I talk with my hand. They don't know certain things about the government. So if I live in Jamaica, so we have PMP and we have JLP, and I'm not saying that the young people of Jamaica, because I fear that the Caribbean is not going to ever be in the class of our literacy crisis is way down, but it has indeed declined. And with the given events of PEP being easier than last year because of Hurricane Melissa, students still ending up failing PEP. Well, you can't really fail PEP, not gonna lie. And even if you do fail PEP, it does not determine certain things. But due to this certain of events, students still failing, and then the government is like, we have seen an increase in the maths, in the numeracy aspect of PEP, and we have seen an increase in the literacy aspect of PEP. And Damien Crawford has to come out and say you cannot compare the fact that students of last year and students of this year did PEP together, because it's two different PEP. It's two different. One is easier than one because students had the Hurricane Melissa came, so they had to make it easier because students had to miss some details that were very important, right? And I fear that this is also one of the things, like, we have to take everything that the government says at face value, because even in Jamaica right now, they are talking about bringing the US deploying military enforcement into Jamaica temporarily. When has the US done anything temporarily? Answer me quickly. Guys, I'm sweating so much. When has the US government done anything temporarily? Ask ourselves these questions, and we have to look into ourselves as a community as well. And here are two tips that I would recommend to actually help us read a little bit more and actually engage with content critically. Right? My first tip is actually do not take everything that the government says, anybody says at face value. You do not know, especially the government. Do not take it at face value. Research, do your own research. Nothing happens, nothing in history happens once. And my second tip, basically increasing the literacy crisis and allowing students, especially, to read a little more, is actually engaging in content with their children. Like, I know that I don't think any students are going to be watching this video, but if you are a parent, they encourage you to actually engage in content with your children. If they do not see you reading, they are not going to be reading. If they see you take up your phone and go on TikTok or go on Instagram, they are going to follow the same thing. And you cannot go to them and say, pick up your book, because or pick up a book. Then they are going to say to you, and with all due respect, they would be 100% right. Mommy, daddy, oh yeah, tell me if I pick up a book, and you are not reading, they are going to say that to you. So I would say start from within. My phone overheated, but start from within before you tell your kids what to do. And it's not saying let them rule you, but maybe look within before you look outwardly. It is Ellie checking out. See you when I see you. Bye.